Good evening, book lovers. Welcome to episode 15 of Cath-Lit Live. I am your host, Amy Cattapan. You can find me everywhere on social media under my pen name, AJ Cattapan. Tonight's episode of Cath-Lit Live is brought to you in part by my friends at the Hello Prayer app. Listen, if you haven't checked out the Hello Prayer app, do yourself a favor. Head on over to the link in the show notes on YouTube or my bio and Instagram, hello.app/Cath-Lit Live, and you can download a free premium trial of the Hello Prayer app. Now, this isn't just the regular free app that you would get in the App Store. This is the premium trial, so it'll unlock all the prayers, all the sacred music, some of my favorite, especially during Lent, all the sleep stories, homilies, everything. So go ahead and check out hello.app/Cath-Lit Live. Well, as I said, this is episode 15 of Cath-Lit Live, and I've got another first for you. Tonight, we're going to be talking about a short story anthology. First anthology we've had here on Cath-Lit Live. And the author I'm going to speak to, because it's a number of authors involved in this project, the author I'm going to speak to is Carolyn Astfalk. So let me tell you a little bit about Carolyn. Carolyn Astfalk resides with her husband and 4 children in Hershey, Pennsylvania, where it smells like either chocolate or manure, depending on the wind direction. She is the author of 5 contemporary Catholic romances. Carolyn is a member of the Catholic Writers Guild, Catholic Teen Books, Pen Writers, and is a CatholicMom.com contributor. Please help me welcome to the show my friend, Carolyn Astfalk. Woo-hoo! Hello, Carolyn. How are you? You know what, Carolyn? I don't know what happened. Your camera went sideways on me.
Okay, because I didn't move it. That's unusual, but there we go. Is that better?
There we go. I don't know. We tried this before, everyone. We did. We really did before we went live.
Yep.
But you know, this is the fun of a live show. I mean, things can turn topsy-turvy. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. All right, so I let everyone know we're talking about a short story anthology. I haven't said anything about it yet. This is a first on Cath-Lit Live, an anthology. This one is called Treasures Visible and Invisible. So tell us, what is this short story anthology about?
Sure, it's 8 short stories by 8 different authors that span 2 continents, more than a dozen centuries, and a variety of genres, but they're all tied to a legendary object linked to St. Patrick.
Ooh, interesting. So very timely. This release just came out March 1st, right? About a week ago now.
Yes, it did.
Oh, excellent. Okay. And all the authors are members of Catholic Teen Books. Full disclosure, I am also a member of CatholicTeenBooks.com. So why don't you tell the people listening, what are we, Carolyn? What are we at CatholicTeenBooks.com?
Yeah, what are we? Well, Catholic Teen Books is a group of sort of loosely associated authors that are all writing books for either young adult, teen, middle grade, tween age Catholic readers and for their parents. And we try to provide a sort of clearinghouse for those books on our website, and also resources for parents and teachers and youth group ministers and other people interested in providing good, clean, wholesome Catholic fiction for those age groups.
Right. And I think it's important to note too that, like, sometimes when people think of Catholic fiction, especially for young people, they think, oh, it's going to be so squeaky clean, it's boring. I haven't read all the books on our website, but I could definitely say there's plenty of not boring, right?
Yeah. Yeah, you know,
clean doesn't mean that.
Yeah, people think they're always going to get something saccharine sweet sometimes with Christian fiction, but no, definitely, you know, these books by and large are books that are adventurous and have characters that have faults and commit sins and are just imperfect and have real lives and have real, you know, real solutions to their problems too.
Yeah. Okay. So you said these all have a connection to St. Patrick somehow. Can you tell us more about the different genres and how they all tie together?
Sure. So everything is linked by a shamrock-like looking piece of stone / maybe marble that appears in each story throughout the anthology. So it starts with St. Patrick himself. Now it's all historical fiction at that point, and passes in Ireland from St. Patrick to a lesser known saint, and then it moves to England through the Renaissance, Middle Ages, and then the Renaissance, and then it comes across the ocean to the United States for a couple stories, and that's more historical fiction. Leslie Wall has actually a split time mystery in her genre, and then we have some contemporary stories, and it ends with Corinna Turner's dystopian story that's tied to her novels, the I Am Margaret series.
So it sounds like they're a little bit ordered time-wise. Is that right? It's sort of with some historical into some contemporary and then ending with the dystopian.
Right, it does. It follows the kind of some large gaps in there, but it all moves chronologically into the present day and then beyond.
And then is there another theme other than this connection to St. Patrick? What kind of themes might we see in these stories?
I think they're all linked by the fact that St. Patrick, like the other forebears of our faith, can be an inspiration to us in our own faith, and that he and other saints continue to still intercede for us when we call on them. And, you know, sometimes there's objects tied to that, to relics. So we don't get heavily into relics, but that's basically what this is in this story. It's a relic tied to St. Patrick and how it inspires people's faith all throughout history.
Nice. Okay, so if people want to find out more about this book or your other books, because you've written some adult romances as well as some young adult things, where can they find out about you and your books? Where would you send people?
For my stuff, my website is carolynaskfalk.com. So all my books are there, but I think like you, Amy, I consider myself kind of an ambassador for Catholic fiction. So I've got a lot of book reviews there of other Catholic fiction for blog tours. And then I do a monthly link up with Catholic Mom that I just kind of run through everything the members of my family are reading, from audiobooks and grown-up stuff to the high school kid and middle school down to the picture books. And that's fun every month. So I do that. And that's always there at the beginning of each month. And then for the anthology and other Catholic teen books, it's just catholicteenbooks.com. And there's lots of resources there beyond the books, like discussion guides and resources for teachers and ratings for parents and that kind of thing.
Yeah, and I think it's worth noting too, especially because we're still in this weird state where some schools are in person and some schools are not in person. We've got homeschooling groups. I know a lot of homeschooling groups read some of our books too. A lot of the authors are also speakers. So if people wanted to look into having somebody be a guest virtually in a classroom or with a homeschooling group, there's information on the website as well for people to check out.
Right. And I know you do that, Amy, and some others do that very frequently. So that's a great option for, you know, like you said, all the crazy things and, you know, different circumstances we all find ourselves in this year.
Absolutely. All right. Well, thank you so much for coming on, Carolyn. It was so great to talk with you again.
Thank you, Amy. I love your show. I watch every week.
Thank you. All right, I'm going to wave goodbye to Carolyn and thank her for coming on. And then I'm just going to wrap up with everyone else by reminding you to tune in every week like Carolyn does, and subscribe to my YouTube channel so you don't miss any upcoming episodes. They release on Mondays and they go up on my YouTube as well as on my Instagram. So please do come, like, follow, subscribe, and listen. If you've read any of Carolyn's books, if you've already read some of the short stories in this anthology, please do come check it out. Let us know in the comments too, you know, on YouTube, let us know, or on Instagram. Tell us in the comments if you read any of the stories, what you thought of them. And I'm sure the authors there would love to hear your feedback. So until next time, everyone, I am simply going to wish you happy reading.